Thank you, Vasiliy, for joining us. And I want to kick it off to Top Rank's Chairman and CEO, Bob Arum, for opening comment.
Well, it was glad everybody enjoyed a great night of boxing. And the man on my right fought a hell of a fight. And all credit to him. I thought it was a tremendous performance by Mr. Lomachenko. So let me turn it over to him.
Vasiliy?
So it is what it is. I'm happy. I wanted to say thank you, Bob, Mr. Bob, you, company Top Rank, who gave me this second chance. It was unbelievable night for me, for our team. I never forget this night. And see you next time.
Before we get to the media questions, I'd like to kick it over to Loma's manager, Egis Klimis.
And I'm going to say just like it is, this is the biggest robbery in the middle of the day. For our team, Christmas came in the summer, and we're not going to let it go. I guarantee we're going to protest. I guarantee we're going to appeal that decision, because somebody needs to end this injustice. Somebody needs boxing to put in a place where it has to be. And it has to be a justice. Because those judges, when they scoring a completely insane score, they do not understand how those fighters are working hard to get into that place. And then being robbed like that, it's not acceptable. And I guarantee we're not gonna let it go. We're gonna go all the way to the end to appeal, and to, maybe we're not gonna win. Maybe it's gonna be as it is. Most likely it's gonna be. But we want to show what it has to be justice.
So now we go to the media questions. We got Gabriel and Steve running mics. Only people that get the microphone ask the questions. Thank you.
I just had one question for Bob and one question for Mr. Lomachenko. Bob, I know it's a tough position for you to be in, but who did you have winning the fight?
What did you say?
Who did you have winning the fight?
I'm a promoter, I'm not a judge. But you know, everybody around me scored, was, you know, all the fans around me who were neutral thought it was a pretty one-sided fight for Lomachenko. So everybody was stunned when the judges' scorecards were read. But I'm not going to comment myself, because I'm the promoter, and that would be wrong.
And Vasiliy, my question is this. After 12 rounds, when the bell rang, did you know in your heart of hearts you felt as though you won?
Look, during all fight, I control the fight, and all fight, I understand. I win in this fight. I win in this fight. So for me, of course, it was a big surprise. And then 12 rounds ends. I was sure I won this fight. But it is what it is.
This is for Egis and Vasiliy. Egis, over here. The 10th round seemed to be the clearest round that Loma won in the fight. He won it convincingly. Dave Moretti scored that round for Haney. What are your thoughts on that?
I was the first protested Dave Moretti to have as a judge. And we protested that to commission. And the commissioner told, he is one of my best judges. And that proved today again.
Loma, question for you, to your right. Seemed like you know, Keith just asked about the 10th round, but it seemed like you won down the stretch most of those rounds. The judges gave almost all the rounds down the stretch to Devin Haney. How did you see the final end of that fight, and did you feel like coming out after the 11th into the 12th that you needed to fight hard to win?
Yes, of course. Of course, I feel during the fight. I feel I take this fight. I control this fight. I control every round. And for me, it's a big question. What happened in the result today?
Loma, Egis, I spoke with so many fighters, even legends, and they told me this phrase: the boxing needs to be really sad tonight because they mentioned it was like a robbery. What can you tell to the people who still believes in boxing? I'm saying that it's a huge event, but the world of boxing, the fans are really sad because of this decision. What can you tell, guys?
Look, we all love boxing. We all respect boxing. Sometimes it's happened. Sometimes it's happened. My father always teach me during life, you need to win without question. Yeah, you need to win without a question. Looks clear fight, but today maybe was not clear fight. Today maybe was not a big domination from my side, but I understand it because it was Haney was not a new guy in the boxing. He is a good opponent, and you don't need to forget he is bigger than me.
This is a question for both Egis and Vasiliy. What do you hope to achieve from appealing? Is it a rematch you want?
Look, first of all, we're not going to give that rematch. I don't know. No, it's right now you're asking a question like, what you're going to do. So we don't know. We have to see it. We have to talk to promoter. We have to see what is available, and we will see.
I think it was the last fight, Haney in a 135. I think so.
Vasiliy, we saw the pictures of you in the dressing room crying. Can you talk about how much it hurt to be on the wrong end of those scores?
Then I had a speech. I just remember my son today called me 7 times and every time tell me, hey, and then you. And in this moment, then I remember this moment. It was very hard for me. And
What's wrong about crying? When you're happy, you're smiling, you're laughing, everybody says. And if you cried a little bit, it's emotions. I don't think anything wrong here. I cry sometimes too.
Hey, Loma.
We'll cry today, later, not in the cameras.
Egis, Loma, right here. First of all, I thought you won. I talked to Jorge Linares. He said you won by 2 rounds. Fernando Vargas said you won by 2 rounds. Eddie Reynoso said you won by 2 rounds. How many rounds do you guys think you won by tonight?
I don't know. I can't tell you right now because now it will be not a serious from my side because I need to sit down, focus on the fight. See the fight, and after that I can answer. But in 100%, I don't lose this fight.
Right here in the front. Marcus Hayes with Fight Hub TV. Vasiliy, congratulations on a good fight tonight. Win, lose, or draw, you represented yourself very well. Let me ask you, late in the bout, you seem to be landing at will. You even look to have hurt Devin Haney at some point in the fight. Did you feel like you were going to be able to put him down late in the bout, or did you think he was kind of playing a little cat and mouse?
Look, I think it was one moment. I believe in the 10 rounds. I don't remember on 100%, but one time I saw his bad situation. But I understand I need to continue my strategy and focus on my strategy.
Vasiliy, congratulations, man, on a hell of a performance tonight. Where does Devin Haney rank amongst all the fighters you faced in the pros? You know, Linares, Gary Russell, Teofimo. Where does Devin stack up?
You know what? I want to see a fight Ortiz with Haney. It will be very interesting. But if you're talking about Linares, if you're talking about Lopez, for me, they are better than Haney.
Steven Cordeño, KO Artist Sports, right here, Loma. Congratulations, man, on a great fight. Devin was making a lot made of, he was calling you dirty, being that you were fighting on the inside and on the clinches. There was a lot going on the inside. Can you talk about that part of the fight, please?
Today you saw a fight. Did you see some dirty moment during a fight? So it's an answer. No, maybe he tried to play with the mind. Maybe it was part of his plan. But maybe you better ask him what he means, because I don't understand.
Right here in the back, my name is Kyle Davis from the boxing section. Where do you rate? What do you rate Devin Haney's body work tonight?
I think it will be, from his side, it will be a little bit different. But then he starts boxing from first round. He always still continue do the same. And after that, I understand he can change nothing during a fight. He do always his uppercut, right? I think so, yeah, right uppercut. And everybody talking about his jab. So today was not his time with the jab.
Bob, I have a question for you. Steve Kim again, right here, Bob.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of talk of protesting, and I've heard for years about the need for a new generation of judges. Why are certain judges so entrenched year after year?
That's a question that should be asked the commission. They appoint the judges. If one side objects to a judge, they generally change them. In this case, they wouldn't change them. It seems sort of strange to me. We have an American fighting a Ukrainian, and all officials are American. I mean, it doesn't happen that way any other place in the world. But again, that's not my pay grade. I'm a promoter, and the commission runs things in Nevada.
All right, one more for Loma.
How you doing, Lomachenko? First of all, great fight. Joseph Sewell, Town Biz Sports and Entertainment. Do you feel you should have tried to maybe hurt him and go for a knockout earlier? And what you would correct if you got a second shot at him? What do you feel that you could have did different to just, sway the judges to go in your favor?
It's a good question. I don't know. Because then I fighting every round. Then I come back in the corner. I understand. Okay, it's my round, and I understand. And then I go in the 12th round. I understand. Okay, maybe I need to a little bit defense, and I can give him this round. I don't need win this round because I was winning another 11 rounds. It looks like I don't say every 11 rounds, but during 11 rounds I understand it was my score, and I don't know. Maybe I don't understand boxing.
On that note, thank you, Vasiliy, for joining us today for the post-fight press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Devin Haney will be joining us shortly.
What a disgrace.